your teacher lied. Or, at least, didn't tell you the whole truth. Parallel lines don't always stay apart. In one branch of mathematics, they actually meet. Stick around. By the end, you'll see why this idea runs inside every camera and self-driving car. In Euclidean geometry, parallel lines never intersect, no matter how far you extend them. Mathematically, this comes down to slope. Same slope, different intercepts, same direction, never the same location. That's why they never meet. Think of it like two trains on separate tracks, running the same direction forever. No matter how long the journey, one never catches up to cross the other's path. But what if we want every pair of lines to intersect? Can we build a geometry where that's true? It sounds like wishful thinking, but mathematicians take questions like this seriously. Non-parallel lines already cross somewhere on the plane. Parallel lines are the one stubborn exception, so why not give them a meeting place too? The idea traces back to Gerard des Arcs in 1639, later formalized by Jean-Victor Poncelet in 1822. Mathematicians added one new idea. Every family of parallel lines shares a common point, a point at infinity. Instead of very far away, treat infinity as a real, legitimate point added to the plane. Mathematicians call these ideal points. Add one for every direction, plus a single line at infinity that threads them all together, and you get the projective plane. Imagine standing on a straight road. The road's edges are truly parallel, but your eyes see them meet at a single point on the horizon, the vanishing point. Renaissance painters like Brunelleschi discovered this by centuries before it became formal mathematics. Every photo you've ever taken of railway tracks, hallways, or city streets shows this same convergence. Your camera is a projective device. In Euclidean geometry, parallel lines never intersect. In projective geometry, they meet at a unique point at infinity. Here's how it actually works with coordinates. Rewrite each point x, y as a triple x, y1. A point at infinity has the form a, b, 0. It encodes a direction, not a location. Take two lines, line A, y equals 2x plus 1, and line B, y equals 2x minus 3. Both have slope 2, so both point toward direction 1. 2 o'clock, the same point at infinity. Even vertical lines, which have no ordinary slope, fit the pattern perfectly. Line C, x equals 2, and line D, x equals negative 5, both point straight up and down, direction 0, 1 o'clock, their own shared point at infinity. Computer graphics, rendering 3D scenes onto a 2D screen. Camera calibration, correcting lens distortion precisely. Computer vision, recovering depth from flat images. Self-driving cars, estimating distance to lane markings. Satellite imaging, aligning photos taken from orbit. Perspective drawing, the same trick artists use by hand. Whenever software reconstructs a 3D scene from a 2D image, projective geometry is doing the work. If every pair of lines intersects, many geometric theorems become cleaner and more symmetric. There's a deeper twist too, duality. Swap the words point and line in any theorem, and you get another true theorem for free. 2 points determine a line becomes 2 lines determine a point, and in projective geometry, that second statement is always true too. Mathematicians didn't discover school geometry was wrong. They built a broader system with different axioms. Recap. Add a point at infinity for every direction, and a line at infinity to hold them together. Suddenly, every pair of lines meets, no exceptions.